Hey, what's up you guys? It's Dorothy and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to go into chapter 38 of I'm Glad My Mom Died by Jeanette McCurdy. We just found out that her mom has cancer again, so let's keep on reading to see what's going to happen. This video may contain sensitive topics and foul language. If you do not wish to continue, please click off the video now. You have been warned. Chapter 38. The Generation Love Tour is a mission to get my new single, Generation Love, on the radio. The reps at Capitol have arranged for me to perform for a bunch of radio stations across the country in what they consider an unconventional radio tour. Most artists go perform radio tours in soundproof boxes that are radio stations in the hopes of impressing a few radio execs, even enough for the X to add the artist's song to their lineup, but my label suggested that we leverage my fan base from iCarly to show radio heads the value I carry. So instead of performing in a soundproof box or soundproof boxes to 2 or 3 radio reps, I'll be performing in each radio station region's local mall to thousands of screaming tweens. Our first stop is in Hartford, Connecticut, or maybe it's Philly, Pennsylvania. It's hard to keep the schedule straight regardless. I get used to it quickly enough. I wake up at 8 groggy. We usually have a few hours left to drive on the bus, then Stewie, our bus driver, pulls into the motel that the label's rented for half a day, just enough time so that each of us on the bus can shower. I go first and then Paul, the sweet guitarist with the thick twang, goes next. I have a crush on him. Josh, the other guitarist, who looks like the shorter, beefer Conan O'Brien, goes after that. Then goes Dave, the earring-wearing videographer documenting the tour. Next is whoever this week's regional representative from the record label is, then the press representative from the label. While the rest of the group is showering, I do press on the bus. We find a place to eat lunch, then have a sound check. Then we have 2 or so hours to kill before the show. After the show, I sign autographs for 3 hours, get back on the bus, and then Stewie drives us to the next place. The experience itself is overwhelming, performing in malls for thousands of kids. I get so nervous that I practice the songs 20 to 30 times before our set begins, and sometimes blow out my voice before I even get on stage. Press and the autograph signings afterward are emotionally exhausting. There are a few interactions that feel worthwhile, that seem like this experience really means something to the kids and their families, but the rest of the crowd just feels like sheep to me. Hey, Samantha Puckett, how'd you get out of juvie? Ha ha ha, good one. Where's your fried chicken? Ha ha ha, good one. Do you really beat up people in real life? Ha ha ha, good one. My dead soul smile spreads across my face and I look in the cameras while their mom apologizes 15 times for not knowing how to operate it. But other than the work itself, there are 2 things I'm noticing about this tour. The first thing I'm noticing is part of me is enjoying myself. The part of me that doesn't feel guilty for enjoying myself in the midst of such unfortunate circumstances. Mom's cancer and being away from her while she faces it with frequent rounds of chemotherapy and radiation treatments. This enjoying myself part of me feels fresh and new and exhilarating. I feel free. I'm even able to shower myself. I'm realizing for the first time how exhausting it is to constantly curate my natural tendencies, responses, thoughts, and actions into what version Mom would like most. Without her around, I don't have to. I miss her deeply and my heart aches over what she's going through, and I certainly feel a lot of guilt about the ease I feel these days, but the ease is undeniable. Without her monitoring and weighing in on my every move, my life feels so much easier. The second thing I'm noticing is that I'm eating a lot. I'll eat cinnamon Pop-Tarts in the mornings, and then I'll eat lunch and dinner with a band, both meals out, and I'll order from the adult menu and rarely salads, and rarely substitutes, burgers and fries. Without being monitored by Mom, each bite I take feels rebellious. I hear her voice in every meal telling me, dressing on the side, no more bites, that's junky, you don't want a watermelon, but mind over matter. But her voice can't stop me from eating. I'm horrified by this reality, but simultaneously drawn to what's on my plate with an attraction that can only be described as lust. The fullness I feel after my meals is nice and new to me, but it's immediately served by a deep sense of guilt. Guilt that is not what Mom would want. That Mom would be disappointed in me. The guilt drives me to eat more. Boxes of Cheez-Its and store-bought cookies and pieces of candy or fruit roll-ups or whatever goodies are on the bus, sometimes until my stomach aches and feels like it's about to burst. I go to bed unable to sleep on my stomach because I'm so overstuffed. I weigh myself in the hotel rooms that have scales in them, and the number keeps climbing, and climbing. I'm horrified with every pound gained, but also feel unable to stop. I have been starving myself for years, and now my body is begging me to stuff myself. This new relationship to food deeply confuses me. For years, I have been in control of my diet, my body, myself. I have kept myself rail thin and my body childlike, and I have found the perfect combination of power and soulless in that. But now I feel out of control, reckless, hopeless. The old combination of power and soulless is replaced by a new combination of shame and chaos. I do not understand what is happening to me. I am terrified of what will happen when Mom sees me. That is the end of chapter 38. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.